Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help and welcome back to another video today. So in today's video, we will be doing a 200 invocation solo Tombs of a Mascot raid. A few months ago, I did a 150 solo and I've improved a little bit. So I want to show you guys how I comfortably do 200 solos all of the time. So basically I'll start off with the invocations that I use. So let's go check these invocations out quickly. We've got softcore run on. You could turn, if you're really comfortable, you could probably turn the hardcore run on, which would bump this up a little bit, but just for the video's sake, we'll keep it at 200. We've got walk the path. Now some people don't like this, but you could definitely get a lot more points this way, and if you're really feeling it, you could probably put this one on as well, and you would get a lot more points that way. But yeah, also I've got deadly prayers on a diet, lively larva, blowing mud, not just a head, arterial spray, blood thinners, gotta have faith, jungle japes, shaking things up, ancient haste, overclocked, and overclocked 2. Now if you have practiced any of the other ones and you would want to switch them around to make it 200, be my guest. Now, as for the gear, I have some pretty good gear, but not the best in the game. So this is pretty much what I've been rocking. So I've got my Nezi helm, Amulet of Fury, Fire Cape, Rada's Blessing, the regular Partisan, Bandos, a Dragon Defender, Barrow's Gloves. We've got Primordial Boots and the Ring of Suffering. And for my magic switch, I've got my Arums right here. And then for my range switch, I've got the crystal. As well as that, I bring some Ceridome and Bruise, a little bit of super restores. 4 seems to work for me, an anti-venom or an antidote, whatever you have in your bank. 1 super combat, 1 ranging potion should do just fine. I do bring the Dragon Dagger for speccing the final boss. I also bring the Bando's Godsword. You don't have to. You could probably bring another brew if you're not comfortable or not. I just like to rock 2 of the special attack weapons. And I also bring the Blowpipe to get a little bit of health back. Don't always use it. You could swap this out as well. And then in my Divine Rune pouch, I've got Blood Runes, Soul Runes, Death Runes, and Water Runes in order to cast the Blood Barrage and the Ice Barrage spells. Okay, so let's just get started with the nice raid right here. So I actually do it in a kind of a weird order. I start with this room first, then that room, then this room, and then I do that room last. You can do it in any order you want, which is one thing I really like about this raid. So whatever method works best for you, just tend to do that. So you want to avoid this room at all costs. So even if you look and scout the room, make sure you won't ever hit this room because it just takes a long time, very annoying and frustrating to do. So we're going to turn this little buzzer on, find all of the numbers in the correct order. So we'll start with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Easy room done, completed. We'll move on to this one right now. This one's very easy. You just have to kind of follow the line. It does help to have the Runelite plugin, of course. Okay, now the next one is a mixing and matching game. Just a very annoying thing. You have to run back a lot. It helps when you're doing this in teams because you don't have to run back and forth. So then we have to open them all on this side. So boot was the last one we hit. So all you have to do is mix and match the boot and do this with all of them. Okay, so once you've done all of them, this will open and you can actually enter the boss room. Now, there's a few things you're going to have to look out for with this boss, but it's very, very simple. I covered it in my full 150s guide, but I'll try to do my best again. So we're going to pot up and put on Piety. Stay in one of the corners right here. He will fire this dung attack out. And if you move a lot, then the room will fill up with dung, and it's just very hard to get out of, and it will take up too much of the room. So you want to stay in this corner when he does this one attack. So right here, he will fire the dung out. And you can actually stack the dung on top of each other. So if you stay in this corner at most times, then it won't be too bad. The fireballs from the sky are very similar to Vorkath. You just have to move out of the way when they fire. Very easy to manage that, though. Okay, we'll move out of the way again. Okay. Here he'll let out these balls, and on harder invocations, if you do not take them out, or a few of them out anyways, you'll take a little bit of damage, but I just like to take them out for some extra points. Okay, almost done this first phase here. Let's go. Okay, first phase is done. Put on the prey from missiles. Run up to this guy right here. Drink a antidote. And just attack this guy. And you still have to move out of the way for these bugs that fly, because they will do a lot of damage to you. And it's just very annoying. Try and kill this guy. We're not hitting at all, which is pretty unfortunate. Why are we not hitting? Holy shit, we're not hitting. Okay. With the little bit of time we have left, try and take out some of these swarms. You won't get them all. Oh, I thought we lagged there. But, okay, phase 2, it's the exact same thing. Over and over again. So I'm going to go back to my spot. And stay around this area. Keep hitting this guy. Oh, we're going to move back here and watch the dung stack up on top of each other, which is a beautiful thing because then you have the whole space to run around if needed. So, and it's just easier to manage, run around. So, we are not hitting anything. Like, we're hitting like a 3. That's not very helpful. Okay, I guess these balls come out again. Watch your prayer at all times, because you do not want to stop praying or using piety anyways, because we're not even hitting as is. So imagine without piety. There we go. You just gotta complain and it will work. Okay, perfect. Now this phase right here, you want to kill the blue bug as quickly as you possibly can, but with hits we've been getting, don't think it's going to happen. But as you can see, you still need to avoid all the stuff from the sky as normal. This guy will move over to this side. If you don't kill him in time, they'll do a lot of damage to you, so it's very important to kill this guy. We are not hitting though. Okay, we should be good. And then you can kill this other guy too, if we can hit. Okay, perfect. And it's the exact same thing again. As you can see though, we haven't really used much supplies yet, or any supplies, if any, if that. I try not to use supplies, but if you have to like have a prayer potion or whatever, then of course you're gonna need that. But I try not to have some Ceridome and brews, because you're gonna need them in the later waves, definitely, for sure. This guy's easy. It just is a long fight. It's because you just never hit. And I'll just drink my other super combat. It is what it is. We're not gonna really need it, because we'll have salts later. Okay. Almost done. The third phase here. Okay, so now the fourth phase, that's what will happen if you don't stack the dung properly, but it will go everywhere in the room. Fourth phase is as easy as just this every other phase, but now when you kill him, you actually kill him. So, cool. First boss has been completed, 200 invocation, so let's move on to the next one. Okay. Next room is the big crocodile, the one that I tend to go to. Now, with this, the path invocations on, you can see that they'll be leveled up, basically, and they'll have more health, do more damage, have little abilities. So keep an eye out for that, but I'm just going to do it my regular way. So we're going to go with the crocodile next. He's leveled up once. Now, this room's very easy. So you walk into the room, right away, grab this water container. Instantly click this tile. The second you land on the tile, come up to the waterfall. This is how you should take no damage. It doesn't always work. Then click this immediately. Already right-click the waterfall. Click it right away, and you should avoid damage. Not always, not all of the time it works, but most of the time it does. and then just instantly click back, and you should do it in one rotation. Sometimes these little crocodiles will be annoying and get there first, but easy room. Such a good tip, saves so much time, especially if you're doing those time invocation ones. That can actually save you a good amount, a couple minutes even. Okay, so now for this room, I usually like to spec with the whatever this is called, the Bando's Godsword first. So we're gonna put on Protect from Magic and Piety, and then just enter the room. Run up to the boss and spec him. Bad spec, run away, and there. So when he fires out that rock, you want to pray from range, and then the orb, you want to pray magic. It's very simple. And if you go in melee distance, he will hit you. That's why you want to run away when you do the spec. If you do the spec, that is. Other than that, there's a few things you need to look out for, but I'll get to them in a second when they happen. There we go with the magic attack. Okay. So right here is just a regular phase. He puts a bunch of acid on the ground. Do not step on that or you will get killed. We'll actually drink an anti-venom right now just because we can. If we end up stepping on a lot of the poison and stuff, we won't get poisoned. So now with this little Vorcat or Dragon Slayer 2 thing, you just have to avoid the waves. It's very easy to do. And obviously keep praying accordingly. Now this one is where a lot of people mess up, and I get it. I did a lot too. So on solos, you have to do this yourself. So you have to figure out where this rock is going and push it so that it will break on these other rocks so that you can go behind them. As you can see, we stepped on the thing there and took an 18 of damage, but you need to stay behind this or else you will die when he does this little phase right here. Just to be safe, I'm gonna drink a couple Sarah brews. I don't want to die in the video. That would suck. We can drink a ranging potion as well. I don't think I even did at the start. These little red guys can be very annoying. You just need to run away from them. Ooh, where is this acid gonna go? Okay. Okay, and now it's waterfalls from the other side. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I thought we were screwed there. But, pretty good. I do spam click a lot, I'm sorry. I'll put that right here. Okay, we got another one of these things. Ooh, this one's pretty simple. I love when they're like right by the rock. It just makes it so easy. You can actually do a lot of DPS in this phase, which is nice, but okay. Just basic now, it should just be switching the prayers. He has like a rapid stage at the very end of the fight where he'll just constantly switch from, they'll be a lot faster. So it's happening right now. So it's magic, magic, magic. It's very simple. You just keep your, there we go with the range one. Very simple. Okay. And you have a little bit of time to like react to the prayers. So it's pretty easy to do. Cool. Done. Z-back. Okay, so now this little mysterious helpful spirit will come out and you get to choose what you want to choose. Now, always the first time, choose the one that has the 2 smelling salts. No matter what. If this one has 2 smelling salts, be my guest and take that one if you want some extra brews. But we're going to take power because we need those salts. Okay, so the next one I like to do is the monkey room. He's got the 2 leveled up, so it's going to be a little annoying, but it is what it is. I find the monkey's pretty easy. This is the part of the monkey that sucks. The mini game or the little challenge beforehand. So drop some of your supplies and then take a hammer and take potions. And this is the part that just sucks so bad. So pretty much you just have to go through, I think it's like a bunch of different waves, 10 different waves of monsters. And the best way I can explain this to you is that you have to shoot different ones. So these red guys right here, you need to shoot them with magic to actually do the most damage. I don't actually listen to this. I kind of just shoot them with the bow afterwards. When the vents come up, you need to pour this green liquid down into the vents. Now the green ones, you need to use melee on to kill them quicker. And then these guys you can shoot down with range. There's a couple of other special ones that like leave poison on the ground. There's one that explodes. There's one that duplicates others. But like that guy right here will make like little minions basically. In the beginning waves, you can actually kind of like do what you're supposed to and just to make it go a little bit quicker. But in the later waves, I just use the Bofa because I can't be asked. But yeah, this is the part of Raids 3 that just sucks. If this wasn't in it, I'd have a lot more KC, to be completely honest with you. That was the exploding guy right there. When you do get a crowd of them, you can actually cast the Blood Barrage to get a little bit of health back, which is nice. That's why I bring those runes in here. But yeah, this guy right here is very annoying because he can leave the poison on the ground. If you step in that, you're screwed. So yeah, this is where the pillars, you fix the pillars. It's as easy as that. Now, some people play range. In the later waves, I tend to play melee because you'll have so many of the minions walking around. I tend to focus on the poison guys just so I have the map open. There's an explosion guy right there. Got another vent to pour the liquid on. And get the hell out of the way. But you can like damage the other guys like with them, but it's way less effective, so. I try to keep my health up a lot, especially at the lower waves, because the later waves just become so hectic and there's so much going on that you don't really exactly have enough time to do this all always, but. Now, I'm sure I could be doing a lot of things better, but it's just how I've been doing it, so. We'll probably have to eat a Sarah Brew here unless we get a little lucky. We'll cast this guy, kill this guy immediately. Got another pillar. You can let these guys stack up, especially if you're doing Pray for Melee, and then you can just try and heal as much as possible, but cool. Sucks when you don't one-hit these guys because they're so deadly if you step on that poison. Might not have to have a brew, which is beautiful. Drink. Oh my god. Especially when there's like two of them out at the same time and they like corner you into a spot, it can get pretty hectic. I just did like a 240 or something, so I'm not used to the XP hits. I didn't think that was going to kill it, but it did. Another vent to fix. I do not want to get exploded by you, sir. We are running out of the prayer. This should be full health. Almost. Come on. I think we're almost done. Maybe we might have a few more rounds. I don't even know. Nope, that's it. 4 minutes. Not the best. And make sure to pick up your supplies, of course, or else, I guess, raid over, unless you're really good at it. Make sure to pick up your supplies. Okay, now at this point, I drop my ranging potion. I'm going to take my favorite item out in the game, the smelling salts. Take a nice little bite of that. Put it back in here so we don't accidentally misclick it. Now, for this room right here, Bubba, on 200, he can be a little bit more difficult, especially with the 2 here. So we're going to start this off by using Piety and Pray from Melee. And obviously, now that we're salted, we should be good to go. So we're going to head into the room and spec this boss. Hopefully, we get a few good hits in here. 0. And That one was pretty good, 71. So as long as you get one hit in, it should be good. So these things move the hell away or you'll take a lot of damage. Move out of the way. Now when these rocks come out, you want to stay by them because he'll throw this huge boulder at you. And if you're not standing beside a rock, he'll hit you for like a 60 and it's pretty much game over. Or it's brewing a lot of, or sipping a lot of brews. Doesn't that just suck? Now you can kill these monkeys if you want. But it's not necessary to kill the monkeys, so I usually don't, but on higher invocations, though, they can be quite annoying. Oh my god. Okay, I thought that was game over. Okay, for this one right here, we got to shoot down the boulders. Cool. The ones that look different, obviously. And when you get a breakaway like this, you can kind of run up to the top here and skip this phase completely, which is nice. So we're going to drink another super restore. Come on. Come on, Baba. He's about halfway done now, which is nice. You'll love to see that. Okay, we're going to move down to the rock. Could have went to the other rock, I guess. Don't get hit. Back to the boulders. You can do this stage like really fast if you get like a good spawn. Like here, I'll try and do it. Yeah, we did it. 2, which was nice. I think some people can even do it in 1, but... Actually, I think I've done it on 1 before. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. Move out of the way. Out of the way. And by the way, people that are asking me why are you using the Blade of Salador, I don't have the Fang, and that's why I'm here. I want the Fang. And then we'll return to Slayer and get 200 mil Slayer. But for now, we will just be doing some TOA every single day until we get the Fang. Yep, that's my life right now. The Tombs of a Masket and work. Get out of the way. Oh my god. I think I screwed up. Oh, that was so lucky. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, perfect. Baba is destroyed. We still got a lot of supplies left, man. I think it's because I've been doing like 220s, 240s. So right now, this 200 to me seems pretty chillaxed. Nice. Okay, now time for this room. A lot of people hate this room, but it's really not scary. I think Baba's scarier than this room. Okay, so first of all, start by taking a pickaxe. And if you have a dragon pickaxe, you can actually do this in 1 rotation, but I unfortunately do not. So you kind of just have to map out where the mirrors go. I know this off by heart now, so I know that this is the rotation for this one. Done this like 100 times. Set the mirror right here, rotate it. Oh god. Watch out for the black balls. They can do some damage to you. Not a lot, but like a 20. You could avoid it though. Yeah, okay. I was like, oh, do I not know this room? I do. So we're going to put this right here, move the hell out of the way. And I guess we're ready to mine in a second here. Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, I thought we were going to get hit there. And mine away. You will probably have to do 2 rotations, especially if you don't have 99 mining or if you don't have yourself a dragon pickaxe. Ugh. So that's what happens when a ball hits you, which is freaking just frustrating. But wow, that was awful. That was literally awful. Okay. Usually I get it down a lot more than that, but I went out of the way. Oh, we're getting killed by these balls. You can totally avoid them. I'm just being stupid. Okay, so this one... yes, this way, I believe. Doesn't really matter, I guess. We're wasting so much, health here, but shit, it's 1 over. I'm gonna actually pot up because I do not want to die to a ball. That would literally ruin my night. Can you imagine dying to a ball? Jesus, what am I doing? I said I know all these off by heart, and then I'm just like screwing up so badly. Ah, Jesus Christ. It's the worst room that I've done so far. You can take no damage, and I usually don't take any damage. I'm just being very, very lazy right now. Should be good. Yeah. Now, let's not get hit by a ball and die here. Are we going to have to do 3 rotations? Can you imagine how embarrassing that would be? Oh, we're good. Okay, so once you do that, you can put your pickaxe back. And time for the one that people hate. Okay, so put your magic gear on. You can eat another salt, which is very, very nice. And put Prey from melee on, and then also Mystic Might. And it's very, very simple. So, we're going to go into here and shoot. Run away and shoot. Now, every time he throws his spear to the ground, you switch your prayer. That's as easy as it is. So you go from melee to range to magic back to melee. You kill the statues, and that's the entire fight. It's very easy, and then obviously the puzzle in the middle. It helps to have tile markers there, but you don't need them. Sucks when you don't hit. Okay, so when a statue comes out, I like to put on my range gear, just because I feel like I do more damage that way. Kill the statue off. You will take some damage. We are not hitting. We're salted. Come on, Jagex. Max is a 46, so he puts the thing to the ground, you switch to range, and then you just do what he's doing above his head, if that makes any sense. So he's not praying from melee, so you want to use melee on him. It takes a little bit to get used to, but I am misclicking like crazy. We're not even in the correct gear. Okay, so now keep an eye out with the salts. You can actually just Sarah brew. So purple, yellow, white, yellow. Now, always stand in the one where there's not the statues. People in teams don't seem to know this. I always am like, can you move? It doesn't matter the order of the statues that you kill. Back to melee. And this is also why I take the blowpipe here, because you can get some health back on the statues if you hit, which we didn't hit. And when you're salted, like I said, don't be scared to drink a brew. Purple, yellow, white, red. I like to switch my gear as well when that's happening, to save a little bit of time. But it's going good, it's going good. Pray for magic. Come on, statue, hurry up and die. The one thing that I found, when you up the invocation, you do seem to hit a lot higher. That was awful. We actually had the wrong prayer on there, Jesus. You can make mistakes. You don't have to be perfect, even in 200s or whatever. And the reason our time is so bad is because I was explaining things in between each clip. I'd take a minute break and have some water or whatever. But I had a brain fart there. I was like, which one is he using? Okay. I find this room actually really chill. Purple, yellow, white, red. Purple, yellow, white, and red. Come on, we just gotta attack a lot here. The final stage is very annoying, and a lot of people do die on the final stage where all the white balls come out. But I'll try and explain the best way of dodging them that I possibly can. If we can get there. We're gonna have to have another rotation, seriously. Okay. Put on Prey Mage, put on Piety, put all your melee gear back on, and attack the boss. Now move away from these white balls whenever they are coming around. That's it. That's literally it. But they can actually hit you like that for a 20, and sometimes it's really hard to avoid them, and sometimes I run into them for fun just because they're very hard to dodge, as you can see. But you can do this perfectly. And not take any damage, and I usually try my best to not take damage, but the tile indicators helps a lot because then you can see exactly where you are, so you can avoid damage that way. But now we have finished that room, and the little helpful spirit will come back, and what you're going to want to take here is 2 ambrosias for sure. Okay, so for the final stage, you want to kind of sort your inventory pretty well. So I take the salt out, the liquid adrenaline, and take the 2 brews, or take the 2 ambrosias, and I try and put them in like a good spot where I will remember where they are, usually to the side here. We only have 1 super restore left, so I'll take 1 more. Should be okay for now. And I'll put that down at the bottom too, and then I'll just grab the rest as brews, and then we will enter the room for the final warden boss. It's not as scary as you think, so we're gonna obviously salt up, come to the room here, put on Eagle Eye, and talk to this guy. Run to the side right here and start shooting your bow. Some people like to spec here. A lot of people like to spec here in groups, but I like to save my spec for the actual boss. Hitting is very important, as always, but especially here. Now move to here. Oh my god, we're not hitting. Move out of the way for the yellow. Halfway done. These little things will hit you a lot. Not much you could do about it. That's why I take a lot of brews out at first. I like to say stay safe most of the time. If we could hit. Come on, salt, regen us again. Oh my god. We're hitting like nothing. This whole raid, we've just been hitting like 5s. Another ball coming in. Two brews used on a pillar. Come on, let's get this last thing done. Trying not to take more damage. Okay, perfect. So now put on your magic gear and pray for magic, and obviously Mystic Might, or whatever it's called. Mystic Might, right? Yeah, and shoot the boss. There's a lot of things you got to look out for here, so you have to switch between Red Skull, Magic, Gray Skull, or Beige Skull is range. And watch out for all the stuff that he throws out on the floor. That was a beige. Move out of the way for that. That is magic, the blue orb. It's pretty common sense, really. Now, right about now, I'm going to drink my liquid adrenaline, which has the special attack thing. And range. Okay, so right now, put on your melee gear as fast as humanly possible. And where is my DDS? As fast as humanly possible. And just spec the boss. Spec this head. Or whatever it is. As many times as you possibly can. Now put your ranging gear on. And basically do the exact same thing again. Take my bruise back out. You always do more damage with range than magic, in my opinion. With my gear anyways. This one you can take a lot of damage in. So you just gotta run out of there. Never get hit by the red thing. This sword is melee. That can do a lot of damage as well. This gear again. Let's go. When you run out of specs, just your Blade of Salador or Fang. Again. Back to the magic gear. Looks weird with magic gear with a fire cape. Really does. That black one, you just want to move out of the way or it will stun you in the spot. That was a gray skull or a beige skull, whatever you want to call it. Just a lot of paying attention. But once you do it on lower invocations, even entry modes, it becomes very easy. Once you learn all the mechanics, it's just doing more damage basically and avoiding taking more damage. But once you get good at the like learning everything, learning all of the mechanics, it's fairly simple. This one right here, oh, I don't even get to show it. Okay, now the boss is killed. Put your magic or range gear on. And it's as simple as right, left, and middle. Right, left, and middle. Make sure you're full health, full prayer, and just walk back and forth. Kind of nice rhythm you get into. Reminds me of skilling. Like some Red Chinchompas or something. And once you put this out, just put on your Karis, and as simple as that. Just kill all the skulls. And come back to shooting him. Every time he does that, it gets a little bit harder though. Maybe not this phase, but next phase it will. Now the crocodile comes out again and he will shoot stuff, so you have to pray accordingly. So whenever he shoots the rock, pray range, and whenever he shoots the orb, pray magic. It's as easy as that. It does take a little bit of getting used to, though. I struggled a lot at first. There's just so much to pay attention to. It's very nice to have F keys, and usually I leave my prayer book open, but you need to eat food too, right? So the F keys help a lot here. You can just switch back and forth, so nice. Jesus, we're not hitting. Eat our last salt. Maybe that's why we weren't hitting. No, we're just not hitting. Oh my. Oh, what the hell? Messed up there. Okay, now this guy will come out as well. And he will just shoot the rocks from the sky, so you have to keep an eye out for that, as well as the crocodile's attack. So it gets a little bit hectic here. A little bit hectic, but it's manageable. So you just got to move for the rocks now, too. Oh, we messed up again. Jesus. It's very hard to do all this and focus at the same time. Doable though. Don't be scared to eat food. I do it a lot. Sometimes I don't think I'm gonna run in time. I don't know how people do that shit with insanity on. Anyways, the last phase is just running around kind of like an idiot and also avoiding everything on the ground and avoiding all the attacks. It's kind of hectic, but this is where you've got your ambrosias for if you run into trouble, because you probably will take a lot of damage. Especially if you're just not hitting as well, you'll just take a lot of damage over time. Especially, they will start taking the floor away and you've got less places to move and run around. I like to stay on this side so you can keep an eye on the crocodile's attacks more so. But don't be scared to have an ambrosia dose. You do have 4 of them for a reason. So I'll drink one right now. And then you don't have to worry about your prayer either or your health, hopefully. For the rest of the fight, maybe. Oh my god. Sometimes it's like, I feel like I'm not being allowed to move. Oh my. A lot happening. It sucked to lag here. Okay, that's it. You killed the boss 200 solo. And if I wasn't talking and taking breaks, we easily could have done the 40 minutes if you were doing that. So that is my 123rd kill. What are we gonna get? Jagex. Let's go. Let's see our reward. Let's see our reward. Anything? Nope. No purple chest for us tonight. Let's open up and see what we got anyways. So we got 266,000 GP, which isn't too bad. So yeah, and that's about it. And to simply leave, you just click this guy and you leave. And that's how you do the Tombs of a Masket with a 200 invocation. It is a little bit difficult, does take some getting used to, but you can definitely bump up the invocations from here. I've been trying 225s, 240s. I've done a couple of them, but they're very hard. And I honestly find it a lot more enjoyable to just do with the team. The annoying parts the team helps with. That's my big thing with it. But I will definitely be doing a lot more soloing because I need to get that fang. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. I really hope this helps you do your 200s. You can see kind of what I do in the rooms and adjust it to however you play the game, your invocations, whatever it might be. But it is very possible to do a 200 solo, no problem. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.